back, and we're going to this time do Act 2. So we're going to start with Mountain, so the first of our Act 2 levels. So Mountain, it's now...
Not chronologically, though.
Yeah, we kind of discussed that in the last level, but in the last episode. But yeah, so chronologically, all of these Act 2 levels happen after all of the Act 1 levels. You just sort of happen to unlock them as you go along. So it's sort of a flash forward in time.
I think that was a good idea. I mean, should we talk about the production there and like what happened, or?
Well, with Mountain was
think?
one of the earliest levels we made, right? Like this is really early.
Right.
And it didn't really fit with Act 1. Or at least there wasn't an obvious place to put it in the story. I think actually at one point it was like right at the north, like in the sort of Canada area in Mass City. But yeah, we decided to make it an Act 2 level because it didn't really fit in. Yeah.
Well, you were always supposed to go to the Eastern Kingdom at some point, and that was kind of designated to Act 2, and just the nature of the environment, kind of like, and as the story was written for that, it kind of, you know, I think a lot of Act 2 were written around levels as well, so levels kind of came first, and Act 2 would kind of accommodate.
Yeah. All right, so let's read this description then. So it's now a race. Another teleporter to the satellite is located in the pagoda at the top of this mountain. Reach the top and destroy the teleporter so that basal ganglia's men cannot get to space.
So what do you think after reading that?
I mean, I didn't know any of this story. This is... Is there even a teleporter there?
Well, I'm teasing. Well, actually, you originally... Well, not on this one. On a later Mountain level, they're supposed to be. But yeah, I'm teasing you there as to the fact that there is a whole Act 2 story kind of planned, you know, and planned out. And these are glimpses of what it would involve. Some fucking teleporter to a satellite, basal ganglia, whoever that is.
All right, let's click start. Yeah, there's no cutscene here. There's less cutscenes in Act 2. And yeah, we're in a sort of snowy mountain. This is an area we haven't seen. This background, as I said, this was in early levels, so don't blame me too much for this terrible one color or two color mountainous background. Yeah, so you basically got to make it to the top of this mountain. The down.
Effect overlay.
Yeah.
The snow falling. I think you made it an option to turn that off.
Yeah, there's in the menu options you can turn it off, but I quite like it. It sort of works. It's very simple, but gives it some more flavor, doesn't it? Shoot the guys with the rocket
so
launcher.
What do you think of level design here?
Yeah, it's kind of fun to kind of go up, I guess, but these enemies, like, oh, nearly died there. They sometimes get stuck on the walls because they're not really designed with this sort of layout in mind. You know, this dog isn't gonna attack you so easily. You have to actually get close to him for him to do anything. He can't really get to you there. So you can abuse that like lack of AI a bunch. We've got some reskinned enemies here.
Yeah, that was a later addition because when we were sure that where levels would appear, like Eastern Kingdom, 1st Regiment have different uniform basically. And when Kato first encounters them, he's like, what the fuck? Am I in the future or something? Because he doesn't recognize their new uniforms. The AK guys. So I used to think the AK guys were Mafia, but you're like, no, they're wearing like white snow camo. I didn't realize that before.
All right. So you see one of those AK guys in the opening cutscene, don't you? I put one of those in. A really old enemy, actually. They were one of the first And we didn't use them too often, but I guess anything on this level is going to be great.
I mean, where do people wear snow attire that often, kind of thing?
Stupid dogs. You can't risk getting near those.
We did reskin the AK guys for Seabase actually.
Really?
And there's a whole thing about how they're such an old enemy, as you say, that they used your bullets. They would generate your bullets, and that comes in relevant in the Seabase later.
So these AK guys are a bit tougher as well, aren't they? Survived that explosion.
In terms of like health.
Yeah. Yeah, and they do quite a lot of damage. I mean, I probably should have made it so the headshot like does a lot more damage.
Slime over the ridge.
Slime Dad.
Yep, we all know Slime Dad.
Mysterious character.
Yeah, he'll make his Act 2 appearance. Voiced by Jeff. You don't know Jeff, but Jeff did really good. I made a rule for myself that only with a few exceptions can someone voice 4 characters. The general maximum has to be 3, but I think towards the end there were loads of like small characters who had a few lines here and there, and I think Jeff ended up voicing like 6. It was like, oh, fuck it, just to fucking do all. And he did really well, so it was good. They did all of them very varied from each other.
So this is a interesting bit because there's a sniper, so you actually got to be quite careful. As soon as you come out here, you get shot. You can maybe see it with Farsight. Yeah, so you can see this. Oh, we should have reskinned him, shouldn't we? He's still green. And then this bit again, an underutilized thing we have in the game is sometimes there's ice, so this you'll slide about on this ice. Right, let's try and get this sniper then.
So, how are you going to get him?
Well, you just have to keep moving fast, I think, really, and if you get behind him, then he won't shoot you. But
it's funny, like this is it's funny coming back to very early design levels where you were very careful and considerate to like warn players of snipers and introduce snipers fairly, because they can just one-shot you. I mean, what do you think about the fact that, I like the slow ascent. The slow ascent's fun to do, but it's also like, it's not an easy one to just fly up either. You do deplete your mana pretty quickly when you just try and cheese it. But what about the fact that you're even able to cheese it in the first place? I mean, what do you think about that?
I don't mind it. Again, like there's a lot of levels where you can just fly over. After this, there's Mountain 2. And I really tried hard because that one you could potentially just fly over the whole thing. And so there's like mega snipers on that level that do not let you do that. So you got to take them out first. It's still possible, but at least there's some skill there. But we'll get to that on the next level. But yeah, okay. Then there's these. I guess with the cheesing in general, it's fine though. Like I've resigned to it a long time ago. Like we made the character so powerful with all these spells and like teleport and stuff that it's inevitable.
I mean the onus is on us to like kind of find solution to not have them cheese.
Yeah, I mean sometimes you can, sometimes you can't.
Yeah.
And we kind of had to think of creative ways to make it not happen all the time. These guys.
That was a pretty good spontaneous addition from you, just having these Die Hard 2 guys.
Yeah, I guess they are Die Hard 2. Yeah, you can actually. So the guy on top has a different health to the, to the actual jet ski thing, and then if you kill the guy on top, then this jet ski just flies away. But he's a lot weaker on top, so if you actually do manage to hit him, there's some more stuff up here. Human Understanding. That sounds like another really long book. David Hume. Right, and then
There's a secret in here which I haven't been able to get to, because the only way you can get there is to etherealize there, right?
I was going to show that in a sec. But,
and it's a,
we'll do this computer first, seeing as I'm here.
So-
Yeah, so this is the StarCraft manual.
Got to
isn't it?
complete the level 2. Yeah?
An extract from the StarCraft manual here.
Okay, nice.
And then we'll read.
I mean, it's a very small window you got to etherealize in.
It's and
I
then
think I kept fucking it up.
once you're actually in there, there's so much like, there's so many enemies and stuff. We're never gonna make actually do that bit.
This is how everybody should do it. Smoke a lot of marijuana right before you go to sleep.
So Dan Quinn incredibly stoned.
I knew that they would get the dip when things started fucking bang.
Oh, this one is all the Headhunters remixes. We did
Did you make that Dan track?
Oh yeah, I made this. Yeah.
Step back. If somebody takes a step forward,
So on my YouTube channel, there's a
Uh-oh.
Dan Quinn remix video, but there's also this was this kind of sequel to that remix. I made another one. Stuck that in the game. Book about identifying mushrooms. Obviously very helpful with no pictures, but
This is it, folks. This is what you've been waiting for. This year's anthem. I'm gonna see you jumping up and down.
I mentioned
this-
before that Headhunters, the DJ or whatever, was a
Get ready, folks. Here we come.
influence on Sigbit, and this was trying to emulate him a bit.
Since the dawn of man, there was.
And then we did
Why are you
remixes.
skipping your quote?
Well, okay. Well, I prefer the one where I did a Terence McKenna impression. So there's a slight
Yeah.
He's like, oh look, there's all this goo on the top of this pie plate that I have. So I reached over and I touched it, which was so stupid, you know. And I don't know why in the hell I touched it. But, anyway, so I touched the goo and then it started tingling on my finger and all of a sudden it started hurting really hard.
Since the dawn of man, there was rhythm. Our tribal ancestors banged on skin,
Kind of sounds like Terence McKenna.
and now we use electricity.
I don't know, it's definitely funny.
LSD.
Yeah, and then there's
There you go.
I mean, they're sort of genres we didn't really know how to make, and this is probably like, well, we weren't taking it seriously, but there's also probably pre the days where there's YouTube tutorials that tell you how to make this stuff.
There was rhythm.
Yeah, to be honest, I definitely, I was around for stages of Sigvid, and I definitely remember being actually genuinely impressed at how, like, kind of technically adept you had become with production over time. It's like, that actually sounds quite complicated and sophisticated in terms of being able to make it,
I mean, this one, like, the levels are all maxed out. You're getting, like, phases everywhere, so it doesn't sound... it doesn't actually sound good at all.
I'm sure that was intentional, though.
Oh, yeah, but...
That one.
Right, I guess more of this. Oh no, this is some concept art. Any of these? Oh, there's Belek.
Yeah, I had to throw concept art in.
Yeah. Belek, and I guess that's...
I think those are pretty... The majority of concept art on the computers is yours. I think they're distinct enough to be able to tell apart if one's
you know,
Yours
this is
one's
obviously
mine.
while I was at uni, you know, doing some maths here. And then,
I think I scanned those, right?
yeah.
Or did you scan those?
What you did? I got an email from Dan Quinn.
So yeah, I mean, I gotta say, like, in the first half of production, I always thought we would kind of release 1 act or 2 acts at a time. So I thought we'd get to Act 2 eventually, getting done. But that's a very good idea to kind of unlock those levels in this state as you go, because you gotta be able to see them. Like there's some really good Act 2 levels.
Because you're just, you know, like, I mean, eventually when we finally get there, the end of Act 1 is really hard. So, you know.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what Act 2 levels were always designed to be quite hard with that consideration, in fact, that these would be post Act 1 anyway. So by default, they had to be like...
Yeah, but when we made like this one, it was before we knew really where it would go. And, you know, because it's early on, we didn't...
Or how hard it would become, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So we just kind of had a few levels like that there was nowhere good to put them in the story, right? So we had to just... I think it made sense to just unlock them, otherwise, yeah, no one's going to see them. It makes more sense to play this at this time than post Act 1, you know?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And in fact, I mean, to be, again, pretentious as fuck, there's an argument that could be made that is like, whose perspective are you seeing the story from? Are you seeing it from Kato's perspective? Are you seeing it from someone observing Kato? And who is that? Because there's a few references in dialogue that you could be seeing it from the Sicilian's perspective or Corporal Punishment's perspective out of chronology, because, spoiler alert, they kind of get placed in their consciousness, might get placed out of chronology. So, you know, they're seeing it from perspective of certain atoms and stuff.
I think, like, the end, well, there's some time stuff happens at one point, right? Like, in the late in Act 1. So,
right.
Without trying to spoil too much. So I think that kind of ties into why this is happening out of time. I kind of like that explanation personally. But, right, so we don't actually have a theorializer. I was going to try and show the thing. So we'll just complete the level and then go back with the theorializer and try and get that secret.
Yeah, just as well, really, because we want to complete that level. Yeah, it's funny because it's so early, and you're like, oh, this is a hard level. Let's, yeah, you know, and then, you know, they got fucking harder after this because you see Mountain 2 is unlocked there, and it's like, I think an earlier consideration, you were like, we could link it to Mountain 2 and make it one whole level, or should we split them up because that's too hard? So we split it up for the sake of being fair to the player, but like they're kind of easy in comparison.
I mean, honestly, like Canyon is probably harder than that, and Canyon's a 2-part with, you know, it's earlier than this. So.
Right. Yeah.
Although,
yeah. Probably.
Actually, no. The end of Mountain 2 became a bit harder when it had polar bears, but yeah.
Right, you really extended the end of Mountain 2, actually.
Yeah, we'll
you get pretty low on health sometimes.
Yeah, let's. I'm gonna get rid of maybe kind of one fast site actually. Maybe. What's it used for? Can I not afford any more?
The danger is though, some of these Act 2 levels you can still skip quite easily, and it's like, I don't know. It depends. Like when we were talking about story the other day, it's like you kind of select your own level of immersion, really. Like if you really want, you could just play the game for the sake of the levels, or you could like get the information that comes to you and you can skip through it or not, or you can really try and understand the story and like, you know, pay attention to every single detail you're even going out of your way to collect and stuff. So I mean, that's a side fucking point, but but fucking yeah, it's a slippery slope skipping through levels, because then you could just like fucking skip through everything as soon as you try it once and your frustration reigns. It might lower your tolerance level. Is basically what I'm saying. Maybe.
I mean, this is
You
what I'm
might
doing
start
right here.
kind
like,
of-
you can just skip this by just
Yeah.
floating and drinking potions, right?
But you know, it's fun to like fucking slowly go through and like take things out.
Like,
Yeah,
do you
where's the
remember-
best position to etherealize
I must
from?
be here, right? I don't have the vision modes to check, but
Right.
maybe there's one.
So
here?
on the ice sheet.
I think it's on the ice sheet.
Uh.
Yeah, I can't actually remember. It might not be there. We should
Oh,
put
no, maybe
ocular
not.
implants on to check, but let's go for it.
Are you gonna toggle slow time on as well? Oh shit.
Oh, there it was. So okay, yeah. So
Oh,
so then okay, so we know it's in the like below the ice sheet. I think there's a couple more, you know, that you can just teleport into from you know, that's not as ridiculous to you don't need to etherealize through everything.
on this level.
Yeah, I think there's a few of them, like just with trade boxes that aren't
Oh.
insane.
Okay.
But you probably have to go around with ocular implants to try and work out where they are.
Okay, implants. Very, very big. Sounded American there.
Whoa, okay, this
Ocular
is gonna be
implants.
hard. Oh no, I just etherealized in the
You,
middle.
you
I'm gonna switch.
definitely have to put slow time on.
Okay, well, we need ocular implants for sure. I'm gonna sell these other
Oh,
weapons.
so what enemies do you have down there? Like a
I
fucking
thi-
assassin?
Yeah, I think there's like 3 assassins or something. It's like really hard. As soon as I actually make it down there, I'm gonna die. So.
I think it might. Give it a go. We might need to fucking come back after grinding, right?
Yeah, quite possibly. Yeah.
Grinding money.
So I've got ocular implants now, but a lightning gun's actually good against the assassin, so maybe that'll help. What can we do? Can we maybe get more slow time? No, that's expensive. At least with ocular implants, I should be able to see where I'm trying to land. Probably more health potions would be good, actually. So we get 50 each. Right. Right, let's just lame this up again.
Don't you use fly, or have you got rid of
Oh, I
fly?
don't have fly. It's a good level. Fly past everything.
Well, I mean, the options there. Like, it's funny you say Kato's overpowered. I mean, there's 2 ways to look at it. There's 2 details. One detail is that he's got overpowered abilities, but he's still a human, and his health can go down really fucking fast. Oh, I see
I
a
made
different.
it in.
Oh,
Ah! Oh my god.
oh! Is there a Goongwa there
Yeah,
too? or whatever?
I made it like I unetherealized in between his legs, so he's stuck underneath. I couldn't boost away. I also should put the vision
Could he
mode
still-
on a way that I can actually see before I do that. Did you see there was another secret? in
Could
there?
he
Oh, look,
shoot?
There's one down here.
Right, I saw one on the way. Is there one there too?
Yeah, there's one there. Oh.
Oh wow, it's a drop off the fucking
Yeah, it's
edge if
really
you don't.
close,
Okay,
yeah.
that's good. I like that.
So that's a bit tricky, that one.
You need to use hotkeys then, because you need to hotkey to. You have to hit Z so that you're able to float after teleporting there.
Yeah. It's a bit...
Seriously, guys, using hotkeys. That will help you through the game a lot.
Yeah,
Right.
I kind of do it intuitively actually, so because I've played this game obviously tons, but it kind of is
I
necessary.
mean, Q. Yeah, no, absolutely. QZ, that's all you really need to know. And you need to be aware of E so that your finger doesn't fucking slide from W onto E sometimes.
And C as well
You
for
fucking
slow time.
etherealize.
Slow time on C is super important as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And X. I'm getting the feeling
X.
watching you play the game that you underutilize mana shield
Oh no, yeah, I barely.
at
ever use
certain
Mana
points
Shield,
because
yeah.
there's certain points where mana shield is like very, very fucking useful and maybe even needed. You know. I don't know why you're not toggling on slow time here to make it easier to get down. Or were you?
No, what I did was I sort of held right click with E and then press C and it switches to slow time. So I was switching to slow time as I made it inside. But
I mean, it just increases your reaction window to unetherealize, I guess.
I will try, but yeah, I guess it
But it
uses
also
more
makes
mana.
you...
But we'll see.
Yeah,
I'll
it makes
try
your
it
mana
next
go
time.
down fucking dangerously.
I'll try it next time. It probably would be easier.
So yeah, this is a unusual, you know, secrets aren't usually this hard to get to, but
Well, some
got
of
to
them.
complement
There's some
the difficulty of the
there's some
level, I guess.
ridiculously hard secrets in as well. Like, oh my god,
Yeah,
the sniper!
but-
The bloody sniper got me.
You didn't get info linked about it. Shit.
Because I didn't go the proper
Slime
way.
Dad not doing his job.
It was because I floated. He was like, "No, you're lame in the level up. You can't be asked. You
Okay.
can die to the sniper."
Floated over. Yeah.
It's like a trigger somewhere.
But to be honest, that was a good design challenge to like, you know, and it was also a good thing as well to like, you know, remember. You had to remember that in the back of your mind when we were making a level and we were like, oh, maybe this is too fucking hard. And it's like, no, remember, like it's Kador. He can fucking, there's always a tool he has that can fucking, you know, cheese past. You can get around this, you know. You can actually end up throwing like 1,000,000 fucking enemies at him.
Yeah.
Just placement of where we do that is important.
You know, I don't
You know,
like
in
this.
terms of progression through the game.
So the thing with slow time is, and actually this is really a bug, but I kind of, in a way, it's a nice nerf to slow time. But I think the gravity when you're in a wall, there's something that pushes you down when you've got slow time when you're in a wall or something. It accelerates you faster with slow time. I don't know. Something weird happens there. Where when I had slow time toggled on.
Isn't that about etherealize itself?
What when you're in a
Doesn't
wall? it pushes you
etherealize
down.
accelerate gravity?
Yeah, maybe. But like with slow time on as well, because you accelerate more with slow time or something, because you kind of
I
exaggerate.
see.
on the
Okay,
move as
I didn't
well.
know that.
Like the
Well, I knew you
combination.
accelerated more with slow time.
I don't know. Well, like if I just
I
jump,
think that was an.
if I jump with slow time, then you go higher. But you know, so actually, I'll show it off with a boost. So if I just boost, well, I go like this high to the level of that. If I boost with slow time on, you know.
Yeah, I think that was an early critique
I did that. And, yeah,
that I
like,
got when I turned slow.
well, it makes slow time really powerful. And it probably makes like some of the stuff in the game actually possible where it wouldn't be otherwise. Like, you know, later on where you really have to rely on slow time. But yeah, Marcus hated that as well. I thought, you know, slow time should also make you faster and shit. I don't know, but it's more than just slow time. So the you know, whereas if it was just slow time, it would maybe be more interesting. But I guess like this way, it's easier to avoid projectiles with it, so I kind of liked it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I
I
make the
like
decision
it.
again.
It's my go-to spell, to be honest.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's really strong. Even in the tutorial, you're just like, yeah, you should probably use slow time constantly. But yeah, anyway, the yeah, this drop here, I didn't like it as much with slow time. Both into it, I'm gonna do.
Fair play.
Just try one with. Well, maybe. Why? Ah. Yeah, so if you go in the middle of a wall and you unetherealize, then you immediately die. So that's went a bit too far. Okay, just a couple more tries. I think this is.
So you put a 3 try limit on it?
Okay, we'll try.
Or
Three more times. 3 more times. If
Okay.
I'm not even gonna make it. It's like, I guess that counts as a try if I die.
How
on the
many
way.
potions do you have?
I gave myself 50-50 when I changed the equip, so I'm, you know.
Okay, nice.
Oh, that bloody sniper keeps getting me at the top. Which is probably an advantage of actually taking it slow here. But there's got to be some advantage, right? Right. Oh, not again! What the hell?
Where?
Oh, there's these enforcers.
Inside the enemy?
No, I hit the floor, but you can see actually what there is here. So there's enforcer drones, and the assassin and the goon corps, and I think there's probably more assassins up there. So that's going to be hard. Although lightning gun's probably a good choice because I'm not going to use EMP as well.
2 to go.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Fortunately the potions are good, but if I run out of potions in the actual room, then...
Careful. There is a sniper over the ridge.
I'm surprised you didn't teleport straight to the
I
battlefield.
don't think it would have reached. Maybe it would, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess we probably would have considered that.
Right.
Can personal teleporter reach with Farsight?
Oh yeah, personal... Oh, what, to the place down there?
Yeah.
Possibly? You might
Or
have
is
to
it just
find...
out of range,
There is a
maybe?
range limit, but there might be a place on the mountain you can get there if you find the right area. That's... right. So...
Because that might, again, be another solution.
Oh! Oh my god.
EMP mine, wow. I actually hate using lightning gun with slow time though. It's one of the... Oh, maybe I can get up here and avoid... Oh no, there's loads of assassins! Ah! Oh my god. I'm gonna have to recharge soon. Reload. Oh my god. Do you have another weapon?
No. I sold them all.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god. I need to get this enforcer drone. Okay, all the assassins have gone down.
Well, that was bloody fast. Those are good against assassins.
No, as in the
So you're
assassins.
there, really?
No, the assassins are on the lower level.
Oh,
They're not...
I see. I see. Yeah, sorry, I didn't notice
Oh,
that.
oh my god! They take your health down so quick. There's no way I'm beating this. I don't have enough potions. Oh my god. Maybe if I get this EMP barrel on them. Come on. Oh, okay.
Okay. How are you doing for potions?
I have 8 health and 4 mana. I have no grenade. Oh no, I have 15 grenades. Okay. So that's...
Grenade these bastards.
So they go invisible as well, right? So there's going to be loads of... Yeah, because all the assassins are over here. Right, okay. I want to get that enforcer. Oops, useless grenade. This is not enough grenades to take all this out, I don't think. Oh my god! Okay, fine. Take that.
Good reactions.
Maybe we just zap this guy. Okay, good.
Nice. You can cheese him.
Yeah. Wait for him to come back. And then the assassins are going to be really hard. So that's 85 health. That one's 88 health. Oh, fucking hell. I'm going to have to choose these guys somehow.
Nice.
But 6 potions.
So you got a mana field there.
Can we?
You got mana shield?
No.
No.
That would help, to be fair, if I had that. Are there 3? Yeah, there's 3. There's another one here. One on like 80 health. Okay, I'm gonna...
Slow time.
Yeah. I think they're actually quite resistant to explosions. Oh no!
How did that happen?
That was
man?
that was an accident. Can we lame this guy up?
Yeah.
He just runs away though.
Nice.
You've got to get him on one spot and chuck a grenade on their head, I think.
Maybe float and just make sure you're moving laterally.
Oh my god, look,
Oh
I
my
so
God.
nearly died there. Okay, out of potions. Oh. He saw me before. Maybe if I go up high.
Might as well reload, yeah.
Oh yeah. So close, it's gonna get me. Alright.
That's a warning with a custom equip menu, like you think you got enough, but there's something you don't consider every purchase. You're fucked, man.
Yeah.
Please, I guess slow time was the better one.
Oh man. Okay, oh no, 2 more grenades, hang on. Just use them. Oh my god. Oh no, useless.
It really stings when you waste a grenade.
Well, when you
But
got
you
so
need it.
few, yeah, because 68, 45, and 66 health, there is no way on this amount of health. Right, okay, we'll just have to go out in a blaze of glory, I think.
So I'm saying mana shield at this point
Mana shield would be good,
would
yeah.
not be a problem. You just toggle it on, float in the field, done.
That boost strategy going between it with boost. That one's on 29 now. So it is damaging then.
Music's good.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, no mana. I got a potion. I'll just use the potions, may as well. I'm gonna die in a sec anyway. 21. I need to get some mana. Nope.
You get the corner. Oh!
No. Well, that was fun, but unfortunately we didn't do it. Alright, I give up. But yeah, that's a fun little
But
secret.
we know next time. Come back with a mana shield next time.
Yeah, so you can
Might have to do
strategize.
some grinding in the meantime.
Yeah, it's like a little roguelike thing to strategize and. Anyway, right, we'll leave it there, I guess. Oh, the
What methods can you find?
snow looks great when you pause.
There's loads of active objects still moving during pause screen, which are funny.
All right, well, let's leave it
Like
there.
when like Sheridan tank explodes and the turrets spin,
Oh yeah.
and during like the windscreen everything pauses, but the turrets are still spinning in midair. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Dude.
All right, we'll catch you next time, man. All right.